have the cam bar assembled. It's a fairly simple tool. You'll have your two halves. This is your expansion rod. This is your drive rod, and then you have this little spacer in between, and then here's your centering funnel so that it'll center itself in the cam bore. You got 5 collets to choose from. This particular tool is made by Lyle. I think it's made to work on V8 engines, diesels, and anything else that's fairly big. We're going to be using the number 2 collet, the second smallest one in here. So what you do is you put that right on to the expander, and then once you insert the bar into the engine at whatever cam bearing you want to pull or install, you then take a 7/8 box end wrench and you slide it over the end here. And then you just turn this clockwise while you're holding the wrench, and that'll expand the collet. And it'll expand it so it's tight against the entire inner diameter of the bearing. And then this portion of the collet right here is actually what drives the bearing out. So it grips it on the edges, and then as you're driving it, it'll push the bearing right out or install it. So front to back, starting with the back is how I typically do it. But first we need to knock out that rear cam plug, and I'm just using a 36-inch socket for that. Or socket extension, rather. So go ahead and insert your cam bar. And then let it come to rest on the rear cam bearing. That's where I like to start. So you want to expand it until you can't expand it anymore. Then it's tight up on the bearing, and you'll be able to drive the bearing right out. And there it is, right up on the bearing, fully expanded and ready to take the bearing out. So that's how you use the cam bar to take out cam bearings. If you don't have this tool, it's not strictly speaking necessary. Machine shops will typically charge anywhere from like 40 to 50 bucks or so, somewhere in that neighborhood, to R&R cam bearings for you. So you can rent the tool, but if you don't want to be bothered, like I said, it's not a huge deal. Machine shop will take care of it for you. One thing I'll note is that, and if you're watching this video, you probably already know this, but in the off chance that somebody new to engine building is not aware, these cam bearings do not go in any which location. Each bearing has a specific number on it, and that number corresponds to a specific location here on the block. So here's what I mean. These are difficult to see, I know, but I've underlined all the locations on each bearing where there is a indexing mark or a stamp of some sort to tell you which hole location they go in. Now, admittedly, I mixed up these hole locations. They're not in any kind of order, but when you get your new cam bearings in the box, they're going to be in the exact order from front to back that they need to go in, and it'll indicate on the box which bearing is front, i.e. number 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. So just be aware of that.